Welcome back, survivors. I am the SurvivalVis, and yes, this is a little bit of deja vu. We are going to try to take Nakai's campaign and do a little better this time around. I had a few things at the start I screwed up pretty badly on, as I'm sure everybody kind of watching knew. But we're going to try changing directions a little bit. So I'm just going to start campaign. I wanted to go into the hunting packs. We'll skip that because we've already seen it. I went into the hunting packs and trying to try the Lizardmens out, thinking the early game gave you a little more free form to try your own little things and see what you can come up. Absolutely not. The early game is going to be crucial for Nakai. So what we're going to do this time is, instead of getting into the mess we did with Clan Fester and just kind of wandering aimlessly, we're going to try to make a little pathway of sorts of the direction we want to go. And something that I was reading up on for Nakai a bit is that the vassal, who basically occupies the cities we conquer in that, is about as useful as a wet match in a dark cave. So we can try to extort a little bit of money out of them every few turns, try to help with that, but they really don't do much else to help you in any way, shape, or form. So my thinking is, we might have to figure out a way of almost escaping the Hunts Marshal's expedition first, and then coming back to them. So this might be the Grand Tour of Lustria to strike back afterwards to get at the Hunts Marshals. Because they were all over the place. It seemed, well, we saw the little almost ring they were forming around us. So we're going to try to prevent that and basically go towards the west, and then go south around the bottom of Lustria, and then come back up to try to deal with them later. I'm also going to try to change the troop direction, so we're going to get a lot more of just the source units with the spears and the swords and shields, and get a better front line of just regular units. I do want to get more croc scores, and eventually I do want to try experimenting with the Lizardmens, just because I want to see if they are actually good at something. But for now, we'd probably focus more on getting the salamanders. I think the Lizardmens have an identity crisis, because they don't have a real strong definition of what they should be for. The salamanders are they're actually called missile cavalry, or they're registered as that if you were to do the battles for them. But I think it is kind of accurate, but the Lizardmens, I think they have to have a much different role. They almost have to be like a shotgun cavalry in a way, or a shotgun missile thing, whereas they have a very limited range, but in that range they can put out a lot of damage, and the drawback for being able to put it out in that smaller range is that it can quickly be overtaken into melee combat. So it's basically something you put right behind your front line, so they can kind of fire over your own units, but they'll also be susceptible to any breaches in your line from the enemy. I think that might be the best way to put them, because they're not really a good artillery piece. Although, could they be, though? That might not actually be a bad thing, is a very cheap artillery unit for the Lizardmen. Instead of making it so that way it's very good against infantry, make it an... That might actually be an idea, because the Lizardmen artillery is the Bastiladons with the solar engine, the Stegodons, and I think that might actually be it for their artillery pieces, really. They could use something like, say, a cheap mortar unit. Maybe that is what the Lizardmens could be. I don't know. There's probably going to be more tweaking and thought that goes in behind them. But, yeah, we'll let Nakai ramble on as I think about that. Yeah, so you can already see the Hunts Marshal expeditions start with a Lod. Yeah, Gorok will try to reinforce if we can, but we're going to basically have to... I'm thinking this is the way we have to go, is more towards the south to start. Get down towards the Skaven and other stuff like that, and just try to get out of the grasp of the Hunts Marshal stuff. Because as we saw, they'll get up to a full 20-stack army in no time at all. So, first campaign we know was kind of a flop. Oh, I also did try to change some graphics settings, so hopefully the load screens are a little slower, or they aren't as long for me. You guys will just see a cutout version of, like, maybe the start and the end of them. If there's any little talking I do in there, I might save, but we'll see. We'll just search the runes. I never did look up the puzzle thing, so I may still be terrible at those. Yeah, so they already have that there. We'll definitely get Hokekstad. Or Hokekstad. Not sure what the pronunciation would be. A lot of the pronunciation I'm probably butchering, but we'll start with stuff like that. Improve that. Yeah, we'll need to wait some turns for stuff like that. But we should be able to just get ourselves a few more units. Better start researching. We'll do the bottom because I want the growth first off. And with that, we'll end the turn there. I was thinking of maybe trying to get Planksla, but the problem I have is that's probably going to draw us a little too close to the Hunts Marshal too early. And I think we want to keep as good distance away from them as we can until we've built ourselves up strong enough to be able to try going after them again. Or going after them properly. Okay, so we'll get you in there. And with that, we'll launch our attack. Now, see, it's so small, but you know what? Just for sake of showing you guys some action and seeing how the load screens will do, I'll fight this battle. And I also did another thing, is I think I turned off the blood effects. Just because... it's not even for anything like the worrying about YouTube having issues with it. More just for the fact that it seems a little too much in a way. Like, I can understand units getting it from fighting and that, but it also seems like just the smallest little nick and you'll have a giant red patch. I think the units look so good, they really warrant just being able to see them in their proper, just looks, really. But this should be a nice, easy win to send everybody in with. I don't think we're going to go towards Clan Fester and try to pull off what we did the other time with Nakai, because that was a fluke that we managed to win. I still don't know how... Actually, I do know how we won. Nakai is such a beast that he could take on all those Skaven at the end without much trouble. But this time, now that we have some extra beef from a few Saurus units, that shouldn't be too much of a problem. And the next building will probably be the Skink, so we can work at building up the Kroxigors. But yeah, the more I was talking about... I think that would be an okay thing to use the Razordons for, is making them a cheap artillery unit for the Lizardmen, because it's not really something they have. We'll just do a gamble, see if it pays off. Nah, but there's not really that much spell power or spells we'll be casting this early on. Nakai, you can be out front. You can lead in your punchy boys. Get you there, Nakai right there. We'll get the Kroxigors right behind that. Maybe get you guys with the shields like that a bit. And get you guys in there like that. And maybe we'll get you guys in the back there a little bit. You guys there, you guys there. That looks pretty good. Oh. Alright, better get our little hero in there. Group that together, lock that. And start marching them up. And we'll... Yeah, I think we'll keep the fire at will. Or maybe we'll toggle that off, so that way we can kind of choose which units we have them going after. But yeah, the Lizardmen are definitely probably the very heavy infantry and monster-based unit, or faction for the game. I think maybe that's what role the Razordons could fill, because I think the Salamanders don't... I don't know if the fire damage would be... See, that might be why they're having so much trouble, is the Razordons are trying to fill a role that's so similarly filled, or already filled by the Salamanders. Now, Salamanders just do it better because it's the fire damage from that. Oh, and because this is such an easy fight, we can go right on in to ground level and watch them march on. Yeah, I think this is a much better effect, not having them with the blood textures and blood effects on, just so that we can really see all the units in their glory. Because who is it? Who are the developers behind Total War? I'm trying to remember, is it Creative Assembly who's behind the modeling and or is it someone else? Yeah, I think SEGA's the publisher, so it might be Creative Assembly who are the ones behind. And I'll send you guys in, let you punch them. And start sending you guys in a bit here. And we'll cast Harmonic Convergence on old Nakai there. Let him rampage in the middle there for a bit. Yeah, let's see. Yeah, so you guys are going to break through there. So we'll see about getting you guys just kind of going towards the back a bit. And Nakai will have you going after the Lord unit for this little defending army. The Skinks. Jeez, the Skinks really don't have that much ammunition to them. Ooh, there goes Nakai having some fun. And I'll just enjoy him beating up on the rat guys. Ooh. Where'd Nakai go? There he is. Ooh. I think a little bit of friendly damage there. Might have to... send our Sacred Coxagors with their fists over to take out the last of the Night Runners here. There we go. Yeah, that should send them off scurrying away for quite a while. And it's basically just chasing down the last of their units. I'll send you guys there. And the cohorts with the javelins, we'll probably send them up against the spears. They should be able to handle that. And maybe we'll even send a unit there back. Do you give any speed? No, unfortunately not. Yeah, nothing really gets a nice speed buff. And Nakai, you keep chasing them off. Here, we'll even have the Sacred Coxagors helping you out on that. And there's just these guys who are a pain because we don't have anything really fast to chase them off with. Oh, but because of everything else shattering, that should be them taken. Yeah, there we go. We'll just end that battle right there. Victorious. Another decisive victory. Nice and easy. Yeah, so we only lost 8 units out of our entire army. And are a lot larger size now. 594. So we were about actually about half their size. But yeah, you can just see Lizardmen are easily my favorite. Their aesthetic, their looks. Just a superb faction to play. Yeah, so this will probably be another load screen I'll just snip down. That's nice and quick, so you don't have to worry about sitting through this like I am, although it is loading a lot faster than I thought it would. And there's our victory there. Now, I think for this one, I think we may do Itzel. I'm trying to see. I think that's the full 15. I was looking to see, though, because I really did like the Feral Cold ones you could summon. So we'll probably go for just giving that to Itzel. Got some money there. Let me take a look. See, what's interesting is I got the feral cold ones, but I don't know from what exactly, because it doesn't look like there's anything here that actually lists you getting that ability. And it looks like you get the Razordons here, then around like that, so I don't really know, to be honest. But anyway, we got a little bit of money there, but nothing we can really put into the growth. So we'll start with Nakai. Of course, I always get the Root Marcher, just to give him extra range that he can travel. Where would I want to go next? I think I'll actually go here next. So maybe we'll see about sending him out to scout if there's anything at the well springs. Yeah, and then we'll basically go west first, and then travel all the way south, and eventually come back up. Because I think we're a little too close to the Hunts Martial forces for the most part. My mistake, I think, was letting off when we came across the Hunts Martial expedition kind of to the south of where this is last time I was through the campaign. Okay, oh, research of technology was complete. So we'll put Nakai into a force march just to get him there faster. Okex is just a little bit south of the well springs now. I don't think there's anything we could really build. Yeah, no, we still have to wait for the surplus to get up enough. And then we'll also need the funds for it. And there's nothing we can recruit. So, just end another turn. I think we gotta live up to Nakai's namesake, might be why the last campaign failed, is because I tried to stick around and help defend the vassals, but the vassals don't really do all that much for you. Yeah, so we'll just let him walk. And we could upgrade that, but I might rather save that so we can get the skink cohort stuff. So let's scout out the well springs, see if we can find something. And this again. Okay. I'm thinking it's going to be this one, looking at what's up there. The only thing that it has is never like to repeat himself. So 1, 2, there are 2 3s, so probably not those, probably not another 1, not another 2. So I think maybe... My thinking is it'd be the 4, because we don't have any 4 symbols, but maybe it's 3 because of 1 plus 2? Let me try 4. It must be you have to add them up in some way? Like I say, it's kind of... It is just weird for that. Let me see. What would be the best one? Oiling Skies. Might not be bad, but I think we'll try the Thunderbolt. Oh, actually, you have 2 skill points you can use. Perfect. We'll get both Wind Blast and Thunderbolt, because those are nice to get in a caster early on. And you've moved as far as you can now. So we'll just end the turn there. And let's head up to the well springs and claim that for Itzel. That gives us an artifact hunter as a new follower for Nakai, so that's a nice little benefit. We'll start sending our hero down to the Pillars of the Unseen. I can't remember if there's anything in that one or not, but I suppose we'll find out soon enough. And we can actually keep moving Nakai too. So you know what? We'll first march him south now. Because I know the first Hunts Marshal that we kind of came across was down here. So he'll probably be the first one we want to target. And now I'm going to see if we can extort some money from our friends here. Okay, let's see if we can get just 900. I wonder if we can just keep doing that. Just get 300 at a time. No. Okay. Well, we at least got a little bit of money there. And we're 2 turns away from getting a population surplus. But we'll also have the next bit of research completed too. So that might actually speed it up. Yeah, now I'm thinking less free form of having fun and more I have to get shit properly done after our poor performance of the last try through with Nakai. I may try a campaign with Marcus, but I just want to see how the series does on the channel. Nothing is really jumping out for success. Oh, there we go. Technology researched. Or growth. We'll do... let me see. Maybe we'll stick to sequence of healing instead of the 5 on that one. We'll get Nakai down there, get our hero to scout that out. Ooh. Search those runes for anything. Okay. Solitude is always desired. So we want one symbol that is not repeated at all. Let's see, that's repeated, so we know it's not that one. That one's repeated, it's not that one. It must be that one. There we go. So that one is at least easy to understand. Oh, and with that, we can look into his skill tree here. And Thunderbolt or Wind Blast. I don't know if it really does that much damage compared to the Thunderbolts. Maybe we'll work more on getting the Thunderbolts ready. Oh, we can upgrade the Horde as well. You need 4. Ooh, that might not be bad. Upkeep does go down, so that'll help. Yeah, I think we will do that. Because with the upkeep going down from that, that'll also mean we'll get higher income every turn. So we can kind of inflate our ranks to take on the Hunts Marshal expedition that's to the south of us. Because they will be in the Chamber of Visions. Yeah, so ensure that one's been constructed, and non-aggression pact with summon sentinels. Let's see, the cavern, that's not a capital. And that's where they are. So it might be better, actually, to sneak our way up. Yeah, I'm just trying to think. It probably would be better to try to sneak our way up, hit the cavern here, come down, maybe try for Hualodal, and then go... Oh, crap. Did I really... Oops. Let me just quickly load that up, because I thought I captured that for... Uh-oh. Come on, you can load. It's not that bad. Yeah, we'll load that up, because I thought I actually captured that. My bad, I only must have done the little scouting with the hero, so... Just let me quickly load this up. We're going to try to avoid these mistakes. And we're not going to do it as often as, like, save scumming. We're going to try to avoid it, but if it's small things like that, which are very minor impact, I have no problem properly just doing a quick little go back to do. And just a moment here, and we should be all set. Okay, yeah, so that's done there. So I don't think that'll actually increase anything doing the fast forward, but maybe it will. Either way, we're just getting ourselves to properly take the pillars here, and then we'll start moving as we were supposed to have done. Yeah, it doesn't really change anything because we've not encountered any other factions on the map yet. So there's that, there's that. Now let's properly get that. No more favor in there. Now we're just going to walk you along because I want to look at... Right, we can't really build, but we can probably recruit a bit more now. We can recruit Croxagors. So we'll just take down the 2, so that way we're still in profit. Yeah. Just gonna slowly let this go on its way. And let our hero go first. Keep working us down that way. I don't want to force march yet. We have about 329 we can still have coming in. Do I want to get a 4th one? You know what? I think I'd rather get just another foot unit. Just because if we do come up on capital cities, we're going to need somebody who can kind of scale the walls or use the towers to get onto the walls. Oh, of course this comes here, but... Ooh. We could spawn a new hero. Although that will be a little dent in our... how much we have. We'll search the ruins, because we're probably going to discover something there. I think there's a Skaven thing of Clan Mange there. Yeah. Oh, well, that gave us 1,000 in there. But if we have our Scar Veteran go in with Nakai... well, at least it's 10 less. So we can't really recruit anyone else. We do have a skill point for Pokex. So we'll get one more for the Thunderbolt, just to get that maxed and ready for what's about to come up next turn. And that should be okay there. I'm just going to try to get what money we can here. Come on. Well, the vassals are a real pain in the ass for not helping with anything. So we'll give it next turn. We should be able to encounter the... Actually, we should be able to really take out the cavern pretty easily, because it doesn't look like there's any army here yet for them. Well, and speak of the devil, there's their army. Just able to make it in there. Okay, but there's nothing really... We'll get you in there, do scouting, and see what we're up against here. Oh yeah, we're definitely going to be able to win this. So we'll do a quick save and fight the battle properly, just so that way there's always some action each episode. And then after this, that should be another skill point that we can hopefully use to try to reduce some of the upkeep costs. We'll be able to put our Scar Veteran to use too. So as much as they're going to have a lot of units, we've got ourselves a lot more soldier units. Well, we're basically going to be able to match them a bit better. The Warp Lightning is still probably going to be an issue, so I might even make up little squads of my units, so that way they aren't quite as lobbed up if they do use the Warp Lightning, which they probably will. I'm sure that's and I'm trying to remember what this, a Warp Fire Engineer or a Warp Block Engineer? It's some kind of engineer that uses it a lot. Just now to wait a little bit. Will we gamble or not? We'll try a gamble and see. We may get lucky, get some more magic. Nah, we lost quite a bit. Shoot. Okay. So, Nakai, you're probably going to lead our first little squad, and you'll be basically engaging them right up front, so... Look at you like that, with a... And you can go in with your Coxagor buddies for basically our first little squad. We'll have the Scar Veteran with a couple of our Saurus with swords. Make you your own little unit. And then we'll have our Priest with some Coxagors. Basically kind of the rest in another unit as well. So you'll go right down the middle, you'll go up the side, and we'll put you guys over here. Start moving everybody up. This might work out pretty well, because we can try to get them to come more up this way and give us a nice opening for our little squad here. So we'll have you guys going around like that. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of hidden foes, and we'll probably... Actually, no, we might not have them being able to summon anything. Just want to see. We might as well start with trying to get a nice big glob of them. Try something in the middle there, like that. Yeah, I didn't really get anything there, but... that wind blast might. There we go, got some engagement going on there. Send you guys up there. Harmonic convergence on good old Nakai. See about getting a cast off right there. Maybe they'll funnel in a little bit. Sort of. Not really, though. Okay, so they also are using their magic some more, too. Nakai will give you that, so that we can just really start laying into things. Oh, yep, you're coming in pretty good there as well. Our Scar Veteran doesn't really have any abilities. And let's see. Ooh, that's actually a nice blob of them right there, if we can get that off. There we go. And we'll send you in. Keep everybody with something to go after. And Nakai, you can go after those. That's the only thing, is trying to monitor when they sort of... Oh, okay, no, that's just our skinks here. Maybe we'll try to get you going after the Night Runners a little more. Is there anybody who's not in combat right now? Yeah, You guys are kind of winded. So we'll let you worry about taking out the Lord. Yeah, you've held out here pretty good too, so you should be good just to keep fighting there. And who's the other unit? Yeah, Nakai, you just focus on taking out their lord if you can. We should be able to break off a lot of them here. There go our Sacred Croxagores, beating into those Skaven really good. How are you doing with that Lord, Nakai? You able to smack him down good? The thing is, they don't have the guard mode on, so I don't know why they stop attacking. How's over here doing? Oh yeah, you guys keep going. You plowed through them pretty good on that flank. Let me see, is there a good... kind of a good... Actually, let's see if we can get our hero to do that. I'm just trying to get them as they're all coming in. There we go. There we go. And can Nakai get the kill? Yeah, I might have a movement penalty being in the forest with how large he is. He can hide in there though, but... Let's see, speed is 48, Nakai... he does have 50 speed, so Nakai should be able to catch him, but probably not before he'll be run off. So we'll just end that there. Yeah, we only lost 46 of our units, and we took out a good 1,400 of theirs. 482, one up there, two, take the one. Yeah, it looks like about 1422 or something around there. So who were our big MVPs? All the Croxagores, basically. Ooh, actually, even the Source Warriors did good. 161, 144, 149. But gotta hand it to those Sacred Croxagores. They pack a wallop. 229 kills. There we go, decisive victory. And we'll do another gift for Itzel there. Oh, we got the Right of Allegiance now. I don't think we'll really worry about that yet. We want to do recruitment cost, not what I want. Yeah, fortunately, I think upkeep isn't until later on, so maybe what we'll do is focus on the Horde growth. Work at getting that built up. Our Scarver Veteran didn't actually get, neither did he, huh. Okay, but we will get that Skink building. And we'll try a bit of diplomacy, see if we can get a little bit more from our vassals. You guys suck. But maybe we can sign a few things like non-aggression pacts. There we go, that should help us out a little bit. I wonder if we can even demand a little payment from them. There we go, we even got a little bit of money from them. Okay, so that's all good there. And we'll be ready to be able to start coming down to Hualodl next. I would recruit more units, but our upkeep is still a little high for that. So we'll have to end the turn there and see what comes next. I'm even kind of tempted to go get Quitax because I don't think that's a capital. Yes, there's casualty replenishment went up. And we need favor for that. Nothing for upkeep, really, though. Although the building cost going down is nice with the growth, so maybe we'll do that. And that's just a minor. Yeah, that is a minor. So we'll make a little detour to aim for that next. Probably send our Scar veteran to try searching it. And then we'll come down to Hualodal next episode. Yeah, no point really asking the defenders for anything, the stingy bastards, even though we're the ones giving them everything. Okay, yeah, Skaven are there. Can we get you with anything? Specialist, assault units, wound. Assault garrison's not bad, but maybe we'll just get you in training, just increase the experience you can give to our units. Get that in for training there. Nothing else I can really put up. Oh, you actually have 2 skill points. My bad. And we'll do that, so that way you're a little better in combat there. I want to try recruiting another one, though. What are the upkeeps? Only set 95, so that might not be bad to get another ranged unit. Yeah, we'll... I kind of like, just for how much money we do have, maybe we will get a couple of javelins. Oh, and there's Itza. That go its way along. Okay, we'll get you in there. So that's a little reduction. So we are losing just a small amount per turn, so it's not too bad. And now we'll take on Quitox here. Yeah, so this will be... Should I just... Maybe I'll just do an auto-resolve here, just so that way next episode we can really say that we're going for the next push. And we'll get that for Itzel there. Ooh. Thanks to that little milestone, we really got a nice reduction in upkeep. And we'll do Horde Growth, so that way that builds up a little faster. And our caster got another skill as well. There we go. So, next route is basically just going back the way we came. So we can put you into march and get you wandering along. And end the turn there. So next episode is probably going to be our first siege using Nakai the Wanderer. We'll see how that goes and if we can properly expand and do something about this first Hunts Martial Expedition force down here. But thank you guys for joining me on this episode. I am sorry about the first 3 episodes basically being a failed campaign as it was, but we're going to spin things around and try our best this time around. Like I say, we're taking things a little more seriously than we were last time. But if you do like the series, be sure to leave a comment or a like on the videos. It helps me kind of figure out what paths to take on the channel and maybe series to focus a little more on. So until I do see you guys in the next episode, please remember as always to take care and stay alive.